Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb.
Here.
Mark Ham.
Here.
Glenn Lewis.
Here, would you please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, okay. We will receive a report from Lieutenant Will.
Good evening. Thank you very much for allowing me some time to speak. Those of you who have not had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Kyle Hill, Lieutenant of the Police Department. I'm here tonight on behalf of Wes Yost, who's the president of our meeting, and I'm speaking on behalf of the members of the meeting. And we are here tonight just to express our profound gratitude to you all in this forum here publicly for your support of the police department and your continued support of public safety. It's no doubt this year has been tough, but it's been a tough year to be a police officer when you look across the national landscape and even within the borders of Oklahoma, sadly. And this has been a body and a local government that has historically supported public safety and taken care of the officers of the police department. Mr. Mayor, we've walked hand in hand. We've weathered some storms, literally and figuratively speaking. And so while your support or our gratitude is not anything new, we wanted to come before you today to say thank you very much for your bold and decisive leadership in what has been a very trying year. If I can take off my union spokesperson hat for just a second, as a resident, as a dad, as a homeowner in this place who lives, works, shops, and more, thank you for everything you're doing, the way that you have stewarded all of the resources here in town and put our town on a positive trajectory for success economically and in many facets of life. So without opposing, I just wanted to say thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you for what you guys do. Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, item 2 is the consent docket. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting held August 3rd, 2020. Item B, receive the minutes of the regular Parks Board meeting held June 2nd, 2020. Item C is receive the minutes of the regular Parks Board meeting held July 7th, 2020. Item D is accept a 5-foot temporary construction easement from Kenneth Batten located at 740 North Janeway Avenue. Item E is accept a 10-foot temporary construction easement from Michael and Marcella Shelton located at 737 North Gale. Item F is accept a 10-foot temporary construction easement and a 15-foot permanent utility easement from Hosea Hernandez located at 1001 North Gale. Item G, accept a variable with temporary construction easement and a 44 permanent utility easement from Sharon A. Walker located at 1205 North Gale. Item H, approve the real estate purchase agreement between WST Properties LLC and the City of Moore for construction and maintenance of the Southeast 4th Street Railroad Underpass project. Item I is adopt resolution number 96420, establishing the 911 emergency telephone rate fee, and this is going to be changed. And the date is what date?
It needs to go be a calendar year as opposed to a fiscal year.
Oh, okay. We'll skip over I for just a moment. We'll go to J. Let's see. Approve revision of job description for Public Works Director to update education and experience guidelines, including a professional engineer registration equipment requirements, and approve placement in pay grade 123 of the city salary table. Item K is approved revision of the job description for marketing specialist to change to reporting relationship from Parks and Recreation Director to the Public Affairs Director, update terminology referring to social media platforms, and ensure the experience requirements are accurate and relevant. Item L is approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2019-2020 in the amount of $279,071.94, and approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2020-2021 in the amount of $1,698,631.79.
Mayor and council, I think what we're looking for on the consent docket tonight is a motion to approve all items except item I, and then that will be dealt with separately.
I make a motion that we approve the consent docket with the exception of item I.
All right, thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item I, you want to go back to that one?
Yes, item I, all ACOG is requesting that we do is change the resolution from a fiscal year to a calendar year. So I believe a motion to that effect will suffice.
Okay.
I make a motion that we change the wording from fiscal year to calendar year for item I.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you both. We have a motion and a second on the consent docket. Would you call for the vote, please?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes. Item
And
carries.
just to approve.
Now we just have to approve item
Just
I,
to
right?
approve the amended version.
Now we're going to approve the amended version. We had a motion and a second on that. Would you call for that vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Thank you. At this time, we'll recess the city council meeting and convene a public hearing. Item number 3 is hold a public hearing regarding the proposed Cleveland Heights urban renewal plan for the purpose of providing any interested persons the opportunity to express their views on said plan and/or vote thereon. I think that should be there. Okay. We're going to open up. Who would like to speak?
Hi, Mr. Mayor. I'll kick us off. I'm Emily Pomeroy. I am a lawyer at the Center for Economic Development Law. We've met previously to talk about Cleveland Heights Urban Renewal Plan. I just wanted to get before you this evening. Since we last met on August 3rd, the Planning Committee, first let me go in order. We held a community meeting where we opened it up to the public, held a meeting at the station where people attended to ask questions about the plan. It was well attended. Councilmember Williams was there, and several planning commissioners, and also more Urban Renewal Authority commissioners. Members of the public were very interested in the project. There was no direct opposition. The majority of the comments dealt with the type of the development that will occur there. Of course, as you know, we don't know the answer to that question yet, and the Urban Renewal Plan does not intend to answer that question. Those questions will be answered in time, and all development will come back through the city process and normal development procedures under city rules. On August 11th, the Planning Commission held a meeting where they approved the resolution in front of them. I know that's in your packet. Planning Commission was asked to thumbs up or thumbs down recommendation of the plan to you, and they thumbs up recommended the plan to you. So we're here tonight for the second public hearing. I won't take up a bunch of your time, but please know that I'm here to try to address any questions, should there be any that are raised in your mind or based on any comments from the public.
So I have a question for the folks in the audience. If we approve this plan tonight, what's the next step? What happens next?
So if the city council approves this plan tonight, the plan will be in effect. There's a resolution before you that would approve it. The Moore Urban Renewal Authority is then authorized to implement the plan. A large part of the implementation includes the acquisition of property. Before any acquisition is undertaken, consistent with the Urban Renewal Plan and the relocation policies and procedures, there will be a fair market value appraisal performed on the property. And any and all offers to purchase property will be made based upon that fair market value appraisal and consistent with the relocation benefits that are provided under the plan. So there's still a lot of work to be done. The adoption of this plan in and of itself does nothing. So it'll take hard work and implementation for anything to come of it.
Thank you.
And Mayor and Council, just in addition to that, when the appraisal is completed, then there also needs to be a funding source to be able to acquire the properties. And so we're still working on that. So just because the appraisal is done, doesn't mean that we're immediately acquiring property.
Do we take one appraisal or 3 appraisals?
I'm sorry, can you ask that again?
Do we do one appraisal on the properties, or do we do 3 appraisals? Like when we condemn property, like on the bridge, we took 3 appraisals.
So we are required by law to make a good faith offer based on one appraisal, but should there be need to go to condemnation because we are not able to negotiate the purchase, with the property owner, then yes, the court will appoint 3 commissioners who will then go out and appraise the property. And so all of that is only in the instance that we do have to condemn property. We'll initially be trying to reach an agreement and purchase property through negotiation.
Is there any questions? Would anyone like to speak on this now?
Hi, I'm Mike Geller. I own some of the improved property out there in Cleveland Heights. So my tax attorney tells me that the sales are treated like just normal sales. So when we come together on a term, a lot of these folks are going to have a small gain, maybe, I don't know, but they, by the IRS anyway, aren't going to get treated any differently. So that's another impact that I think it's important that everybody kind of understand. And the other issue I wanted to bring up is the current water distribution system, which I'm a part owner in, because we've maintained water out there for years because we've never been on the city's distribution system. So those are 2 that I hope that we'll have, that the appraisers will obviously have an impact on how they look at the value of properties also. But thank you for your leadership in these decisions.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. I don't think we've ever had a public hearing with one person speak. Okay, at this point, we'll declare the public hearing closed, and we'll move on to item 4. Item 4 is recess the public hearing and reconvene the city council meeting. Item number 4 is consider adopting resolution 96520, approving the Cleveland Heights Urban Renewal Plan.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second the motion.
All right, thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this item? No, would you call for the vote?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 5 is consider authorizing staff to solicit requests for proposals for security services for the station.
Mayor and Council, we're just trying to take the security services that we have at the station and codify it contractually, and we haven't done that yet. So I know we have some local groups with the police department that are interested in that, so I felt the fairest way to do that was to go through a proposal process, recommend approval.
I have a question. Can our own officers work security out there, or would that be an overtime situation?
They have to be, in order to work security, they have to be employed by another entity. So on their off-duty hours, if they're employed by another entity, then they can work security, and it doesn't create an overtime situation for the city.
Okay.
And you're saying some of those do have, that those entities are interested?
Yes.
Yeah.
Motion to approve.
All right.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion in a couple of seconds. Any opposition to this on council? If not, would you call for the vote?
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 6 is consider approval of a professional services contract with Birch, George, and Germany law firm representing the city of Moore in federal court actions.
Mayor and council, this firm is being utilized by Jeff Cloud, who we have the contract with on the Corporation Commission action in what we feel is a stall tactic by BNSF. They filed for an injunction in federal court that we needed to respond to. And so Birch, Georgia, Germany is active with us in the commission action, so that we feel it's best to have one firm handle all the litigation in this, and so we're going to approve.
Okay, thank you. You do know that they travel 2 miles an hour now on the railroad tracks.
Yes.
Didn't know if anybody else noticed that or not. Okay, do we have a motion on this item?
I'd make a motion to approve.
All right, thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion by council? If not, would you call for the vote?
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams. Adam Webb.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, next item is item number 7, consider approval of an agreement with Metropolitan Fair Housing Council to provide housing services to more residents using community development block funds, COVID-19 funds in particular. This is the capital planning and resiliency from HUD.
Mayor and council, the city was allocated $200,472 in CDBG funds in response to COVID. $23,753 is currently not allocated to any programs. With the federal eviction restrictions lifted, it was decided the best use of the remaining funds would be for fair housing services. Metro Fair Housing already provides more residents with fair housing education and mediation services. However, it's anticipated that the needs for their services will increase as the pandemic continues. They will provide free mediation and legal services for more residents facing eviction due to COVID. They will also send out information through the mail to multifamily properties and will conduct a media campaign to reach other residents of Moore that are in need of these services. Staff recommends allocating $22,020 to Metro Fair Housing to help mediate or prevent evictions due to coronavirus.
This is very nice, but do you have a number for these people that our citizens can get a hold of them at?
Yes, absolutely, and that'll be, it should already be on our website,
Okay.
because we do fund them with our normal CDBG funds, but we'll be sure to post that on
Okay,
Facebook
great.
and on the website.
I think this is a good idea.
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion by council? If not, would you call for the vote?
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we will recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting. Item number 8 is a consent docket. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Public Works Authority meeting held August the 3rd, 2020. Item B is approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2019-2020 in the amount of $584,197.90 and approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2020-2021 in the amount of $428,844.03.
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second on a consent docket. Would you please call for the vote?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carried. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and convene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 9 is also a consent docket. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Risk Management meeting held August 3rd, 2020. Item B, approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2019-2020 in the amount of $111,953.02.
Make a motion that we approve the consent docket.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and convene the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting.
Would you call the roll, please?
Danielle McKenzie, Jason Blair,
Here.
Melissa Hunt,
Here.
Glenn Lewis.
Here.
Adam Webb,
Yeah, here.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Here. Item 11 is consent docket. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Economic Development Authority meeting held July 20th, 2020.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. It's consent docket. Would you call for the vote, please?
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes, item passes. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting and reconvene the city council meeting.
All right, thank you. Item 12 is new business citizen forum that are not on the agenda. There's no one signed up. Would anyone like to speak? Okay. Any items from the city council?
Just one, and I want to get y'all's input and just see if you kind of like the idea. And I've talked a little bit with the library. In September, it's library awareness, just try to encourage people to visit their local library. So I was thinking a way that the city council might be able to participate in that in a way would be that we could all maybe recommend one of our favorite books to at a council meeting, and just encourage other people to read a book. I know during this time with the COVID and the presidential election, there's just a lot of stress and just a lot of tension in the air. And so maybe we just do something that's hopefully it doesn't create any kind of problems, but just to visit your local library and all the resources that are available there, as well as be curious in some of the things that you guys read. Adam, that is what kind of scares me. I'm not sure what that might be, but anyways, if you like that, we may have the mayor do some kind of a proclamation, maybe even do a story time that somebody might read, and they would play it the library would play that at the some online options that they have, since the library is somewhat restricted in its use. But that's the idea. Y'all like that? You okay with that?
That's
Do you want to
good.
participate in it in some way?
It's a great idea.
Okay.
We have a fantastic library. People should
We do.
take advantage of it.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Anybody else?
Thank you to the crews that worked so hard today to get the water main break
Yes.
fixed. I know a lot of us were out of water for a long time, but I know you guys were out there working your tails off, and we appreciate it. So
Thanks a lot. Got a lot of calls on that. I did. It's like, what's going on over there? It's like, all I know is there's a break. So I said, they'll be on as soon as they can. So they won't stop till it gets on. We appreciate the guys that are doing that. And Richard, we appreciate you and you too. So anyway, I would like to say thank you to the police officers. That was totally unexpected a while ago. And, you know, when you see that on the agenda, you really don't ever know what that's going to be. If it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. It was a really nice thing, so I appreciate that. At this time, any items for the city manager or trust manager?
Just a couple of things. Recently, Northern Regional came and presented the city with more MVP ball, COVID-19, just as a thank you for all the assistance the city has given Northern Regional during COVID-19. We appreciate the relationship we have with Northern Regional and working together through this. The information we've been able to put out, I think, has certainly lessened the impact that it's had here in Moore than maybe other communities. So, again, I appreciate everything that they do. And the railroad crossing at 34th Street, BNSF made some repairs to their track here recently, and the crossing is now quite a bit rougher than it used to be. We're scheduled to be out there August 31st and correct that and smooth it out.
They are scheduled to do it, or we are?
We are. They are providing the flag man, but we're doing everything else.
Okay. Anything else? If not, item 13.
somebody wants to speak.
Oh, yes.
I apologize, I was late. Can I say something?
Sure, come on up. Oh, I forget.
Good evening.
If you would state your name and address for the record, please.
Sure. Lisa Gomez at 2109 Northeast 15th Street. And I thought Cody was going to be here tonight, but I just saw that he wasn't. And I just took a bunch of pictures and forwarded them to you, Mr. Ham, and everybody was underneath that or in those emails. On my way here with more vehicles and the hood of the car up and everything. And it just seems like nothing's gone on or stopped them from doing what they're doing. It's like, yesterday there was a picture, I think, he smiled at me when I was taking the picture, like, I just don't understand why he thinks it's okay to be doing what he's doing and nothing is being done with this car business deal. There's a truck in the picture tonight that has a red tag hanging from the rear view mirror, and I just don't, we don't want to know what's going on, and I mean, because we haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything really much, and I know that I just saw an email from Cody that he wants it put on the agenda so we can start getting something on there.
You want to address?
Yeah, a complaint has been prepared, and the owner will be served probably tomorrow. So this will start the court process.
Okay.
And so I'll see if our city attorney has anything else he'd like to add.
Okay. Oh, thanks.
Mayor and Council, after receiving information of the occurrences that went on at the location she's speaking about this morning, I prepared charges for operating the business in a residentially zoned area, prepared charges for painting of a vehicle in a residentially zoned area. Those charges were filed today. Nathan Leach from Code Enforcement served them this afternoon, and they now have 5 days to come in and post a bond and get a court date with the City of Moore for these criminal violations. Once they get that court date, as I stated, that's their arraignment date. At an arraignment date, they can enter a plea, or he can enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. If he enters a plea of guilty or no contest, pursuant to our ordinances, the maximum punishment that our judge can give to him for this offense is a $500 fine plus court cost. Now, if he enters a plea of not guilty, then this matter is going to be set for trial. I have indicated witnesses at the bottom of the complaint forms. They will all receive subpoenas. They will need to come in and testify at trial. I can't make a case, and I can't stop anything without proof. So far, there's been a limited amount of proof that I have been provided with. I had information from this weekend that indicated to me that there was prosecutorial merit in filing the charge. Now, what that means is there's enough evidence and elements to file a charge. I don't guarantee any conviction. Anybody that'll guarantee you a conviction on something knows a whole lot more about things than I do when you get in with a court situation. I don't make predictions. I don't have a crystal ball. But what I can tell you is that once there's evidence there, then I can file charges. We have done that. Is that going to make him automatically stop doing anything? Probably not. That's the system we're stuck with. Anybody that has a criminal charge filed against them under our Constitution can come in and say, not guilty. City, you made the allegations, you prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what I have to do if he enters that plea of not guilty. I will do that by calling witnesses for them to testify about what they saw, what they witnessed, what evidence do they have to be put out in front of that municipal judge. He can then cross-examine those witnesses. He can then, at the conclusion of that, either present evidence on his own or remain silent.